Vanakkam students. Today we are going to see science subject physics unit 1 laws of motion.
So, what are the learning objectives of this module? Introduction, force and motion, inertia, types of inertia, and linear momentum. So, very few objectives only I have given. Let me see the introduction part. You have learned various types of motion such as linear motion, circular motion, oscillatory motion, so on. So far you have discussed the motion in terms of their displacement, velocity, acceleration. But in this unit, we will learn about the cause of motion. So when a body is at rest or starts moving, or if a moving object speed up or slow down or change its direction, lot of questions are arises in our mind. What cause the changes happen? So what these questions are arised in our mind, one answer for all the above question is that is false. So we begins with false. Each and every one you have learned in that previous classes false and its definition, but let me discuss with the same topic once again. False. Force is nothing but an object needs pull or push to move or bring to rest or change its velocity. When an object we have to give push or pull to move from one place to another, otherwise a moving object brings to rest, what we have to give, that is force. Next, motion. Motion is nothing but the same thing. One object can change from one place to another over time is called motion.
So here we have see some examples of force and motion related with our day-to-day life activities. See, everywhere we have to use force. Using this force, somewhere that object has to move from one place to another. Otherwise moving object comes to rest. See, in this picture we have to give some forces in different places. So we are pushing the trolley or pulling the drawer, or one object we have to give force to move from one place to another. So these actions we have to give some forces in our day-to-day life. Different terms based on force and motion. So based on force and motion, what are the terms are discussed here? First one is mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics, deals with effect of force on bodies. Effect of force means the body is at rest or the body is moving. With the effect of force, mechanics can be divided into two, statics and dynamics. Statics means the body is at rest under some action of forces. Dynamics means moving bodies under action of forces. So dynamics can be divided into two, kinematics and kinetics. Kinematics means motion of bodies without the cause of motion, and kinetics means motion of bodies with the cause of motion. So these are all the terms based on force and motion. See, let me see very few examples related with mechanics, statics and dynamics. Examples of static and dynamic forces. Static means body is at rest under some action of forces. Dynamic means body is moving under some action of forces. See, I have explained here with one picture. See that picture, one person is carrying some books, but he is under rest. So that is static force. The same person, if he is carrying books along with he is moving, means that is dynamic forces. So few examples of kinetic forces, that means the action is under in moving. So shooting a rubber band and water falling over the falls, releasing that arrow from the bow, these are all the kinetic. Kinetic means these are all the moving bodies, moving objects. So these are the examples of static and dynamic forces. Scientist Aristotle divided motion into two types. One is natural motion and another one is violent motion. Natural motion means a moving body naturally comes to rest without any external force. That is natural motion. It is also called as force independent. See the given picture. If we drop a stone, it will comes to rest without any external force. So that is natural motion. So moving object naturally comes to rest. That is called natural motion. Violent motion. See, violent motion means a object needed a force to move from their state. So that is violent motion. So when if we give any force to push or pull, if the object is needed, it moves from one state to another. So that is violent motion. So what's the example I have given here? One picture is, if you see the picture, the motion of cart pulled by a horse. So horse is pulled the cart. That is a violent motion. The horse gives a force to pull the cart. And the motion of an arrow by a stretched bow. The person is stretched the bow to send that arrow. So these two incidents, we have to give the force to move from their state. So that is violent motion, as also called force dependent. And one more concept, it's given in Aristotle, that is when two different mass bodies are dropped from the height, the heavier body falls faster than the lighter one. We know that if we put any object from that height, if we put the stone or paper, the stone will reach first. With the stone is the heavier body, so that it will reach faster than the lighter one. Concepts proposed by Galileo. See the following concepts proposed by Galileo about force, motion, and inertia. What is the first concept? Natural state of earthly bodies is either state of rest or state of uniform motion. Means the earthly bodies, they are moving or naturally is at rest. We are not giving any such kind of forces. So that is the first concept. Second concept, a body is in motion. It will be continuing. If we are not giving any external force, the body is moving continuously. That is the second concept. So third concept is when a force is applied on bodies, they resist any change in their state. If say if we are giving any force in an object, means that object resists their change in the state. So that is called inertia, also called Newton's first law of motion. So that is the third concept. Fourth concept means when an object is dropped from a height but it is in vacuum. The object is in different size, shape and mass, means they have to fall at same rate. Same rate means timing. Same timing, reach at the ground at same time. So that is the fourth concept. If we see the first concept example, Earth is revolve around the sun. So sun is at rest, Earth is revolve around on uniform motion. If you are seeing that second diagram, second picture, the car is continuously moving. If we are giving any external force, means that driver will come out with the forward direction. He will thrown out. If we are not giving any external force, means it is moving continuously. Third one is if the body is at rest. If we are giving any force It resists change in their state. So that is inertia. Fourth one is object. When we dropped from the height in vacuum, the object is in different size, shape and mass means it will reach the ground at same time. So these are all the concepts proposed by Galileo. Inertia. The concept of inertia lies in Newton's first law of motion. It is also termed as law of inertia. So what's the definition of law of inertia is the inherent property of a body to resist any change in its state of rest or state of uniform motion unless it is influenced upon by an external force is known as inertia. So the example, I have explained with one example. So when a person is pedaling a bike and suddenly he hits the front brake. So what will happen? His body continues to move and they fly over the handlebars. So here the force applied on the front brake act as an external force. So one more example also I have given here. If you are traveling in a car, if you give a sudden brake, your upper part of the body will lean forward direction. This all happens due to inertia. Let me see the example of inertia. See in this picture, two conditions are given. One is object is at rest, another one is object is in motion. The object is at rest, it always remains at rest because we are not giving any such kind of external forces. That is the first one. The ball is at rest. Second, the ball is under unbalanced force. Someone has kicked the ball. Third one, the moving object. The object is in moving some constant speed and direction. So moving object, how we have to give some external force, that is the fourth one. The net has to acted as the unbalanced force. So this is the best example to understand the concept of inertia. So the object is at rest, how we have to give the unbalanced force. If the moving object, how we have to give the unbalanced force. Hope you understood the concept of inertia. Let me see the activity related with inertia of rest. See in the given picture, take one glass tumbler, place a small cardboard on it, keep 1 rupee coin on the center of the cardboard. If you flick the cardboard quickly means the coin will falls into the tumbler. So what we have to observe from this activity, the coin is at rest. If you flick the cardboard means the coin falls into the tumbler due to the gravity. So this all happens due to only the inertia of rest. Types of inertia. There are three types of inertia: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Let me see the first type, inertia of rest. Inertia of rest means resistance of a body to change its state of rest. That means the body is at rest. If we are giving any action means, see, due to the gravity, some changes will happen. See that the picture if you are seeing means, if you shake the trees means that the fruits will detach to fall down due to gravity, but the tree is at rest. And also one more example, when a train suddenly starts, the passenger sitting inside the train, they fall backward because see the lower part of our body moving with the train and the upper part of our body tends to be rest. This will always happen due to the inertia of rest. Inertia of motion. Inertia of motion means resistance of a body to change its state of motion. So I have given two examples here. First one, see the athlete, he has doing long jump or high jump. Before doing this long jump or high jump, he has to run some distance. because that will help him to jump longer and higher, so that only before he has run some distance. Second example, when a person is standing in a moving bus, the driver stops suddenly means the person move forward. So these are all the instance happens only due to the inertia of motion. Inertia of direction. Inertia of direction means resistance of a body to change its direction of motion. I have explained with the example. When you are driving a car in a short turn means, see, you feel you will move in the sideways. So this will happen only that the inertia of direction. And also, if you are using umbrella in the rainy season, the rain drops are falling vertically downward direction. So it cannot change the direction of motion because of the inertia of direction. So that only we can use umbrella in the time of rainy season. So these are the examples of inertia of direction. Linear momentum. See, linear momentum measures the impact of force on a body. So what is mean by impact of force? When it will create. See, if the velocity and mass of the body is high, then the impact of force is also high. So to quantify this impact of force, a new physical quantity is called as linear momentum. So what is the definition of linear momentum? The product of mass and velocity of a moving body gives the magnitude of linear momentum. That means the magnify the quantity or product of mass and velocity of a moving body. So what is the formula of linear momentum is mass into velocity. Product of mass into velocity, P is equal to m into v. And the SI unit of linear momentum is kilogram meter per second, and CGS system is gram centimeter per second. CGS means centimeter gram second system. So that is CGS system is gram centimeter per second. So these are all the topics we had discussed in this video. Once again, I have to recap all the topics. First, force, then inertia, types of inertia, linear momentum. These are all the main topics that are discussed here. So what are the questions will be asked in this video? Define inertia, give its classification, define linear momentum, and what are the types of inertia, give an example for each type. So these are all the questions will arise from this video. I hope you understood all the concept. Read all the questions. Thank you.